So there appears to have been another assassination attempt against Donald Trump, which at first it was conflicting reports. There was one report that said it was just two people shooting at each other. Then another report from CNN actually said that it appeared to be an attempted assassination. And yeah, the the insanity on the left right now, like seeing people's reaction on the politics subreddit is just they're having a fucking meltdown right now. And they're like, oh, trying to spin it a certain way, like, oh, this is what happens when you don't have gun control. This is what happens when Trump, he brought it on himself with all the stuff that he says, his rhetoric and all this shit. But of course, not the rhetoric calling Trump a threat to democracy and like the biggest threat to our country that's ever existed. Of course, that's fine. You can say that. It's like our country is in a really, really dark place right now. And I was talking about it earlier this morning. I made a video talking about, like, we can't even have a conversation with each other. You can't even talk to each other and just, see each other as human beings. You just can't anymore. You're just the enemy if you believe in, different beliefs than someone else. Democrats, Republicans, you can't get along, can't acknowledge each other as, like, fellow Americans, fellow human beings. It just can't. And it's a really dark place. I didn't think there was going to be a second assassination attempt. To be fair, the bullet, they didn't even have a chance to shoot because the Secret Service was on him before he was even able to fire, but he had the GoPro camera, so he was going to, like, record and stream or whatever the assassination. And yeah, I don't even, like, have words. I just woke up and saw this shit. And at first I believed it, that it was, that they weren't actually, Trump actually wasn't the target of it. It's maybe just like, okay, someone was shooting near the golf course. But no, that definitely appears to be the case. So let's see how long before they sweep this under the rug and move on from it and don't talk about it anymore, because the first assassination attempt took them, like 3 days or something like that? Basically, whenever Biden stepped down is when you never heard anything about the assassination attempt anymore from anyone in the media. But now, like, they have to cover it because it's a big story and it's something that happened. They can't deny that it happened, but yeah, in a couple of days, something else, they'll just draw their attention away. It's like, this man needs to win this election. He absolutely does. He has sacrificed so much for this country, and he's got nothing but shit for it. Literally two attempts on his life in 3 months, right? Not even 2 months, because it was like July 13th or July 4th, and today's the 15th. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane. And no other candidate. I think Reagan was the last candidate, or he was the sitting president, actually, when there was an assassination attempt on him. And with Trump, it's just like the hatred is just so intense and so strong. Is Trump a perfect man? No. Does he say a lot of stupid shit? Yes. But that doesn't mean he deserves this shit. Definitely not. So let's see if people put their money on where their mouth is, talking about how, we need to come together and all this shit. That's what Biden said a couple months ago. It doesn't seem like we're anywhere closer to achieving that compared to July 13th. We're obviously we're not making any progress on that front. So, it's hopefully there's not a third one. That's all I'm going to say. And hopefully we get 4 more years of Trump and he wins, and all the people who have tried to stop him, they fucking they'd be very disappointed. They try so hard to take him down for 8 years now, for so long, and they just keep failing. They succeeded in 2020, obviously, but he's still fighting. He's still not giving up, and I'll still say to this day, like, that fucking, with him raising his fist with the American flag behind him is one of the most iconic moments in American history, even though it only happened 2 months ago. Still, badass moment. What a fucking... Trump's a fucking badass. I have nothing but respect for him. He needs to win.